Ben Cooper Inc. was a very famous American company that ran from 1937 to 1992, known mainly for their extensive line of Halloween costumes that have since become incredibly iconic. But Ben Cooper also produced a generous amount of what are called jigglers, which are rubber action figures that people used to hang from their rearview mirrors in their car. They made jigglers featuring many famous properties including DC Comics, Marvel Comics, and Planet of the Apes. But this video's main focus is going to be of the monster and Halloween ones they made. Now, something that's really important to take note of before this video begins is that every jiggler that was made had a number of variants, which means different colors of rubber or different colors of paint. And I've done as much research as I possibly can to try to include every variant possible in this video, but I can nearly guarantee you that there are going to be some that are left out. Well, with that being said, let's begin. Kicking things off with what are most likely the two most famous jigglers that were ever made, and believe it or not, as far as I'm aware, neither of these had any variants. The first one being the Pumpkin Man. This one is the only one that features an accessory, being a hard plastic hat. And the Pumpkin Man's sidekick is the Scarecrow. You can tell by the colors of the rubber and the overall design that these were made to go together. Now, there are so many different rubber rats and bats and snakes and spiders that have been produced over the years, and it's hard telling which ones are Ben Cooper, but this is one of the very few that I can confirm is made by Ben Cooper, and it goes by Drac the Bat, and the only source to that name is an advertisement that was in a catalog back in the 70s. Also in that catalog was advertised a jiggler named Bones, which is a skeleton, but many people believe that this is based off of the Forgotten Prisoner Aurora model. Now this figure is the first one in this video that has a large number of variants. This one here is what's known to be the regular one, but there's lots of other repaints including this black one, a very rare blue one, dark gray, and light gray. The next one up is going to be this witch. According to her original tag, her name is Wilma. She was originally sculpted in a way to make it look like she was flying, but a second one was later produced in a more traditional pose. This figure had one variant where the hair was black rather than white. A similar situation occurred with the vampire, which was given the name of Vampo. The original figure looked like this, a kind of standard one, but a second one was released with an entirely different sculpt. This is the most common version of it with a muted blue rubber. But this one had a few variants, including a more vibrant blue one, a brown one, and a red one. Next one's everyone's favorite Frankenstein, or Frankenstein's monster. But they did not have the rights to call this Frankenstein or Frankenstein's monster, so it was called Mighty Monster. This is the variant with light green skin. But there's also one with a darker green skin. But here's one with a very different variant, and you'll see this with one or two other jigglers in this video, where it's black with a little bit of light blue paint splashed on the face and a couple more colors sprinkled in. Next is the Devil, who didn't really have any variants paint-wise, but more so the color of the rubber was different. You'll see this one has a very dark red rubber, but this one has a much lighter red color. But I also found this one, which is a very, very dark rubber, and it's really hard to tell if this is just in really bad condition or if this is a variant, so I just decided to throw it in the video, and if it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. Following him is the Wolfman, who has a very similar story to Frankenstein. Of course, they can't call him the Wolfman, so instead they call him Wolfo. He's got tons of variants. This is what I'm considering to be the standard one. Here's one that looks very similar, but you can see that the rubber is black instead of brown. Here's one that's all black with no green pants. And here's one that's all black with a little bit of green on its face, arms, and feet, kind of similar to the Frankenstein we saw earlier. And his final variant really sticks out from the crowd, and it's a neon translucent green one. Next is going to be one of my favorites. It's the Mummy. He's really cool. He has a cobra wrapped around him. Pretty interesting. And he's got lots of variants too. This is the standard one, which is a bit of a yellowish green. There's also a pretty rare blue one, a gray one, and a very rare white one. These next two are going to wrap up the initial first line of standard Ben Cooper jigglers, and they're probably going to be the rarest ones in this entire video. It's a black cat and a black mouse. Very scarce, not too much information about them, incredibly rare. So after that series, another line came out, and no one really knows if this was officially made by Ben Cooper or not. I'm guessing it probably is, but there is no solid evidence. But it was a small line called Monster Heroes, and you'll see the display box right here. It featured re-releases of the Skeleton, the Vampire, the Wolfman, and the Mummy. But it also featured a handful of new ones too, including this one, which you might know as the female torture victim, or what I like to call the acid woman. It's a red demon woman who is seen pouring a bottle of what seems to be acid on herself. Pretty dark. This is the standard one where it's red, but there is also a green one and a gray one. After her is a different type of skeleton. I kind of call this one the Grim Reaper because that's kind of what it makes me think of. This one had no variants, and it's incredibly rare. It might be the second rarest one in this video after the Black Cat. Here's one that some collectors might call the Zombie Frankenstein one. Also fairly rare. This is what I'm considering to be the normal one. But there was also one where he's in a slightly different pose. And there's a super rare one where he's actually painted to look like Frankenstein. I've only seen one or two of these on Worth Point, so super duper rare here. This next one is often just called the male torture victim, but lots of people speculate that this is supposed to be the Hunchback of Notre Dame. And throughout this entire video, he seems to be the one with the most variants, starting with this blue and green one, a black one with a little bit of light blue on his face, very similar to that Frankenstein, a grayish blue one, a brown one, a red one, another red one with a little bit of blue on his face, this monstrosity, a very rare green one, and lastly, finally, this black one with a little bit of white on his face. He's got lots of different looks. And after him is the final one in the Monster Heroes line, which is some type of wolfman, caveman abomination. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. It's pretty cool though. There were no variants of him. Very rare. And these final two are part of neither of those lines. They're honestly kind of their own thing, but I figured I'd throw them into this video as well. These are called Creature People. They're like a bug's body with human faces on them. They made a male one and a female one. Super weird. Like many of these, super rare too. But yeah, so there's some monster jigglers. Alright everyone, thank you so much for checking this video out. I hope you enjoyed it. There's not too much information about these jigglers, so I did what I could to give you as much information as I can find, but I'm sure there's some things I accidentally left out. But I hope you enjoyed it regardless. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.